What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Tastemakers Palette back here with another review. Hope that you are all well. Yeah, had to review this one today. We're bringing in the fall, and just wanna touch on some jackets and hoodies and fall-based things. So I'm gonna set it off today with something that I've really been wanting to bring to you. As a brand that I have been in love with for forever. Bringing it back to Japan. So I have a jacket from Junya Watanabe. So, and forgive me if I'm mispronouncing the name, but Junya Watanabe has been around for quite some time, delivering high quality, high end. I don't know if you would categorize this as street fashion, because I don't even think that you could categorize what Junya Watanabe does. Tokyo-based brand, was a protege of Comme des Garçons. So I know everybody knows Comme des Garçons, the heart with the two eyes on it. And so Junya Watanabe is a protege from that brand. Still continues to work for the brand, but has his own brand. Very successful in its own right. Comme des Garçons is one of the godfathers of this, this upscale kind of streetwearish branding. Definitely a staple out of Japan. Japan really brings it. When I think about Japan, I think of a vast array of luminary brands. Think of Bape, Sakai, Junya Watanabe, Beams, Needles. The list goes on and on. Obviously, I'm leaving some folks out. There's a new one that I think Orally is out of Japan as well, but Orally, just so many different brands, and everybody brings what I love about what Japan brings to the table is no matter what tier level of fashion they bring you, it seems to always be a level of quality and high quality fabrics, and then them doing something with the high quality fabrics. So not to go down a rabbit hole, but yeah, Junya Watanabe, I can remember years and years ago, this is going back 10, maybe 15 years ago, I would always go in Bloomingdale's to see what was new. And this is, kind of before I could really rely on, the net and all these different types of things to keep me up to date on what was going on. And I would go to Broadway Lafayette Bloomingdale's in Manhattan, New York. And I would just go randomly, like, maybe once every 2-3 weeks, just to see what was good. And I would always run past the section where Junya Watanabe was. And the one thing that would throw me off was I've always been somewhat of a big guy. Junya Watanabe's stuff was kind of size kind of small, so I never was able to get the pieces that I wanted, because the larger sizes would probably sell out really quickly. But yeah, I mean, just a great high-end brand, and something that every fashion enthusiast should have on their radar. But what I have today is I have Junya Watanabe, eYe, and their collaboration with Carhartt. So it's basically another Carhartt collaboration. That's another brand that I hold near and dear to my heart. Growing up in Brooklyn, New York, Carhartt kind of embodied the ethos of the blue collar worker. And at that time, the 80s and 90s, you had all of the city workers and all of the construction workers wearing Carhartt to stay warm. And with the bulletproof durability of Carhartt, it just made it for the perfect functional set of garments. They did clothes, jackets. The jacket was really popular. I remember when I was in junior high school, the one with the zipper and the hoodie and the canvas material in a little square. Was very popular. But the thing about Carhartt is that, during those times in the 90s, the blue collar guys, they were like your middle America guys, and their uniform for work would just be their uniform for life, because they lived in and ate by their work. So this is how the kind of rough, gritty middle class look, like the Timberland look and the carpenter farmer jean look. Before it was just a fashion trend. This is how it became in style, because there were actually people going to work, you know, with a hammer in their construction pockets, a Carhartt jacket and some Timbs on, and then they would work all day, do whatever they would do, electrician, construction worker, whatever, and then they would come back home to whatever walk of life they came from, whether that be the block in the hood or whether that be, you know, their suburban life, going to the grocery store, and they would be wearing the same clothes around. And it just became fashionable. And it was, again, it was functional because it's really cold in New York, so you had the clothes to keep you warm. And then the fabrics were so strong that, you know, it gave the durability that it need for for what the work required. So yeah, so Carhartt, dope brand. They do a lot of collabs. WIP Carhartt, you know, kind of the crossover of allowing for style to seep into, you know, the functionality of Carhartt. Love that as well. So yeah, let's see what Junya Watanabe, eYe, and Carhartt have to say on this jacket that I have here. Check it out. So firstly, let's talk about it, man. Gosh, this is a dream for a guy like me, because this is the quintessential Carhartt jacket, but there are some details that are major but appear subtle. So, you know, this is kind of like what your normal Carhartt jacket would look like, right? You got your kind of duck canvas exterior. You've got your Carhartt buttons. You've got your Carhartt square logo that I was mentioning there. And Comme des Garçons, Junya Watanabe. Man, this is a size XL Carhartt. It's got the quilted orange inside with the duck camo kind of at the top. So that's already, they're already starting off right here. Just this kind of the quilted, the orange quilting with the duck camo right here. This could have easily just been all orange quilting, but they give you a little duck camo at the top. Corduroy, high quality corduroy collar. All right. So now we're continuing to cut and sew, and this is where Junya Watanabe kills it. Fabric sourcing, cut and sew. Now here we have, like, the shoulder and back panel here is all brown suede. Incredible, right? Incredible. So then you have the brown collar, the brown suede. Then you cut and you sew down into mid-back for another panel. And then you have more corduroy. But see, the corduroy here is slanted on an angle. So the corduroy here is normal straight on the collar, but this corduroy is slanted at an angle in the mid-back panel, and then kind of going into the back, a portion of the back panel of the sleeve. So you got the duck canvas and the corduroy in the sleeves. Brilliant. So then the bottom portion of the tail of the jacket goes back in the duck canvas, but then there are two more panels on the side of that slanted corduroy. So it's just a brilliant placing of different panelings that have some type of geometric fashion message to it. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell this is all intentional, obviously, but the way it's placed is just dope, and it's so subtle. Like, you know, I'm looking at it. When I looked at the jacket hanging on the rack, I really didn't notice it off the bat. But as I'm reviewing it, I'm just taking a look and noticing, you know, how everything is placed so intentionally and so ingeniously. So this is dope as well. And then so you have like little details on the sleeve. You got this nice brown button. You probably won't see that on the regular Carhartt jacket. And then this cuff sleeve has kind of like a seam cut off, and it's diagonal. That's a little bit more of a fashion-based touch. You've got your rivets and your buttons, high quality metal buttons and rivets, two pockets in the front, on the bottom, two pockets on the top. One is a flat pocket, one is an open pocket functioning pockets. Every pocket here is functioning. You've got an inside pocket here. Let's see. This looks like this is a snap pocket actually. And snap it open. Fairly deep. Yeah, you can throw your cell phone in there. Snap that up and it'll be secure. Got some branding on it as well. I can't see what it says because I can't read that small. Comme des Garçons, JW. So kind of like a different branding for Junya Watanabe and eYe Comme des Garçons. Yeah, and I think that's the extent of it. You got a little extra. They give you a little two buttons and a little patch of material. The insides of the bottom pocket have a little corduroy on them. Not the top pockets, but the bottom. And there you have it, man. I mean, this jacket is superior in quality and style. And Junya Watanabe ingeniously took something basic and turned it into a masterpiece with subtle design innovation. So hats off, man. This is my type of designer. We're not talking about silly trendy things that that last for 2 seconds and bold, over exaggerations and monogram pieces, monograms everywhere, just being a billboard, just real true fashion ingenuity and skill. One thing that I also failed to point out is that the front portion of the jacket is scalloped in, so you have that kind of rounding off in the front versus what you would get just the straight finish at the bottom. So that is also a good point of reference in terms of what how the design is. So dope jacket. So now you're about to see my point about small sizing when I was talking about my experience earlier and trying to find a Junya piece back in the day. This is an XL, right? I remember it being a little worse. This fits a little bit tight. I normally wear XL. I'm thinking that what they've done is they've stayed true to the carhartt sizing on this one, because usually these pieces with Junya Watanabe are like 2 sizes off. I think it's more like Japanese sizing is small, and Asian sizing in general can be small. And because of Asian people as a people in general are typically smaller people, with smaller frames, smaller skeletal frames and things of that nature. So their clothes, American sizing is a lot different, especially with our, we're bigger people, and our diets make us bigger people on, not just skeletal frame. So just kind of a difference. But this is what it looks like, the in size XL. And as you can see, so it fits, got a little bit of muscle arms there through the jacket. I prefer a little bit more room, but I can do this as a slim fit, it buttons up well. I don't want to button it up now. I'll just close it, but I can tell by the way it closes that it would button up just fine. And it would just be a slim fit, It'll just be a slim fit. And again, I'm 6'2", about 250, so I don't even know how I fit into an XL at that height and weight. That should be like a 2X, but I am officially an XL. So as my weight fluctuates, sometimes I can fit into larges and things. So, but yeah, man, really dope jacket. Picked this one up at Social Status. This is a $1,300 jacket. I was able to get it for $250. So I would not spend $1,300 for it. When I usually find Junya Watanabe deals, I see like maybe a shirt that started out at 500 and I may be able to get it for like $150 or 100 somewhere. You know, so that's the type of looking for that I do when it comes to this brand. This brand is fairly expensive. So just an FYI on that. It's Comme des Garçons ultimately. So you know what to expect if you know Comme des Garçons. Comme des Garçons is also a high-end brand, and it comes with you know, with a price tag on it. So, but you know, do I think you're getting with what you pay for? In a fashion sense, I say yes. There are other facets of, you know, is it worth it type conversation where some people may say no, it's not worth it. But when I'm talking about fashion and spending money for clothes and having the budget to spend money on clothes and spend a lot of money on clothes, I would say yes, it is worth it within that realm. Now, you know, other conversations, how much money you make and how much do you spend on clothes, how important are clothes are for you, that's other variables. That's all mixed into the conversation of why I do what I do and why I hunt for deals, even though I'm a fashion enthusiast. So yeah, you know, that's that. But at any rate, man, just had to bring you this jacket. The brand is new to my channel, but it's not new to me. I love Junya Watanabe, dope brand. Hope to bring you some more of it. That's it for this review here. I appreciate you guys, you know, hanging out and checking out the review. Like, comment, subscribe, comment, like. Do not forget to do so. If you rock with me or if you watch any of my videos, just subscribe, man. I'm gonna keep bringing these videos, and I'm gonna bring some dope brands. So, so rock with me. All right, that's it, man. Tastemakers Palette out. Everybody have a good one. Peace.